r/AskReddit, what are some smooth computer tricks/software that can totally impress someone? If you can do anything in the terminal, people will be impressed with your hacker skills. I've used screen to GIF countless times to show my co-workers how to do something on their computer or to quickly document steps to reproduce a bug in software. My co-workers think I'm some genius, but it's literally just a screen capture in GIF form. I do a bunch of presentations where I have to shift between my organization's program that works on a web browser and the PowerPoint. For people who aren't aware of Alt+Tab, it might as well be magic. Shift, Tab to go back a text box. Middle mouse click a link to open it in a new tab. Middle mouse click a tab to close it. It doesn't work anymore, but back in the day, Windows XP LOL, you could do Ctrl+ Alt+ an arrow key and it would rotate the screen. Was all fun and games until we left one of them upside down on the day the IT admins disabled the shortcut and it got it stuck like that. F11 button in web browser usually makes my colleagues melt down with anxiety. Pressing Alt while selecting the text from a link lets you select it without actually going to the link in question. https://geekprank.com/ This site makes someone's computer look like it has Windows XP installed. I won't spoil all of it, but it'll give someone a mini heart attack / they have some other good ones too. According to some of my students, I am a computer genius because I know how to copy and paste using keyboard shortcuts. I don't know about impressing someone, but learning about opening Task Manager by pressing Ctrl+Shift+ESC changed my life. Edit. Should probably clarify that this doesn't really work when your computer is being super buggy. I just do it because it's fast. You can remotely change someone's wallpaper if you have some form of admin access to their computer. Simply copy a different wallpaper over their current one in this folder. See /users /username /appdata /roaming /Microsoft /Windows /themes /cached files. It's assumed that you have at least a little bit of tech knowledge to do this. Generally won't take effect until the next time they start their computer. It's fun for trolling your friends. Open CMD, type tree, press enter, and see the magic happen. Edit. Thank you for an award. I use Windows, Shift, S to take screenshots often. Most IM clients will let you paste the screen directly into a chat, or you can paste it into a new Paint document. Win + Shift + arrow or to toss a window onto your other screen, Alt + Shift + arrow or to increase or decrease a bullet's indentation. You can edit almost any text on almost any web page by highlighting it, right-clicking, and selecting Inspect Element, then replacing the text there. Sure, it goes away when you refresh, but you can trick your co-workers pretty good. Scammers use this to trick people into believing they added / removed money in their bank account. I once spent about an hour on a speed test website we use daily. Changing lines like nperf accurately tests your internet speed to nperf tests your internet's walk, run, and sprinting speed, in case of fire or wild hyenas. Ctrl+Shift+T to reopen previously closed Chrome tab. Grab any window in Windows with a left click on the mouse, then drag it back and forth, left to right, vigorously a few times. All other windows will minimize. Do the same thing and all the other windows will restore to their original state. Most people I've showed this had no idea. The more common ones are snapping windows to the different edges of the screen for easy double viewing or maximizing. Press Windows and period to open up the emoji window to use emojis even on desktop. Search Google using search operators to narrow down your search and find more specific information. Here are a few examples. COVID-19 2021 file type, PDF, search information about COVID, but just PDF files. Related, codecademy.com, search other websites that offer similar content to this one. Memes site, reddit.com, search memes, but only on reddit.com. It's a very powerful tool. IMO. You can find really interesting and useful information if you get creative with it. Use it for good. Auto hotkey. I don't know if it's still around, but if you type the same shit over and over into an aging program or even email, it'll save you time. You'll be a fucking magician to your co-workers. Type curlparrot.live at a command prompt. Thank me later. This works best on a terminal that supports ANSI color codes. but it will work at least partially even on the basic Windows 10 command prompt these days. Win+D go straight to desktop, reversible, and will bring them back with the same combo. Win+R straight to run prompt, Win+Tab view all open windows, and for bonus points, the Task Manager contains a tab that allows you to set your default startup applications. Ctrl+Backspace to delete the entire word at once you just typed. Ctrl+Delete to delete the word in front of the cursor. Win+X or right-click Start button on Windows 10 to access common management tools like Disk Management, Device Manager, Command Prompt, etc. You can also edit the registry to add Control Panel to this list as well as settings for more advanced users. Many of these are common knowledge, but it doesn't hurt to have them all in one place. I am pleased to report some more esoteric ones like Alt+D though. Anyway, here's a list. Alt+Tab to change windows. Holding Alt and pressing Tab multiple times cycles through applications. Shift reverses cycle direction. Applications are shown in most recently touched order. Ctrl+Tab is similar, but works with tabs in your browser. Shift also works the same way. Order is left to right. Windows and left/right fits an application into the left/right half of your screen. It can also move the application into other screens with multiple presses. Windows and up full screens the application, Windows and down minimizes the application. If you've already done Windows and left/right, then up/down quarters your application, letting you have 4 applications simultaneously on screen. When selecting multiple things E.G, items in a folder, cells in Excel, etc., holding Ctrl allows you to add items to a selection. Try holding Ctrl and clicking a few things in a folder. Holding Shift and clicking 2 items will select everything between and including those items. You can combine these by holding Ctrl and clicking a few items, then holding Shift when you want to add another selection of consecutive items. Ctrl+A works well with holding Ctrl if you want to select everything except a few things. When interacting with text, holding Ctrl and left/right, jump over the word in either direction. Up/down, jump to beginning of previous/next line. Home/end, beginning/end of document. Backspace, deletes last word you typed. Del, deletes word in front of your cursor. Ctrl+Shift+ESC brings up the Task Manager. Middle click a tab in your browser to close it. Middle click a link to open in a new tab. Middle click the refresh button to duplicate a tab including history. Ctrl+A select all. Ctrl+X cut. Ctrl+C copy. Ctrl+V paste. Ctrl+F find. Ctrl+R refresh. Ctrl+Z undo. Ctrl+Y redo. Ctrl+P print. Ctrl+S save. Ctrl+W close instance of application. Alt+D highlight browser address bar. Saves a click when you want to type in Google or something. F11 full screens browser. Ctrl+Shift+left/right triangular bracket. Increase/decrease font size in Word. Ctrl+Shift+equals. Superscript in Word. Ctrl+equals. Subscript in Word. Ctrl+Shift changes the keyboard language in Windows. If you have a Canadian keyboard and haven't removed the Canadian multilingual keyboard yet, and are frustrated that you keep getting E when you want question marks, this will solve your problem. Or removing the keyboard, your choice. In your browser, tab brings your selection to the next interactable thing. Useful for saving clicks when you're filling out a page with a ton of fields, like shipping information. Holding Shift and then hitting Tab reverses the direction of traversal. Windows and Tab initially brings up a variant of Alt-Tab that gives you the option to create a virtual desktop. Once you create one, Windows and Tab brings up a window to manage them, rename, delete, switch between, etc. However, I prefer Ctrl+ Windows and left/right. When in a drop-down menu, pressing a letter will jump to the first item on that drop-down that starts with that letter. In some cases, E.G. drop-downs in HTML. Typing a second letter tries to then match a second letter in the menu items. So to find Canada as a country, I type C, which would bring me to Cameroon, and then A, nothing changes, and then N, which would then bring me to Canada. HackerTyper.com. Hacking their forgotten Windows password. Use Inspect element to make sure you're typing your passwords correctly. Right. Click a password text box and click on Inspect and then see where it says input type equals password. Change password to text and the password will be visible in plain text. Also useful for finding out what your passwords are if they're memorized by a computer. Write a small script and save it in a file to open all the programs you use every day. I just double-click the script file every day after starting my work laptop and 6 applications open up while I have my coffee. Use Windows Terminal instead of CMD. Changing the default Windows sounds. Star Wars in command prompt. Ctrl+Shift+ESC on Windows to open Task Manager directly. Ctrl+L for URL bar. The website, https://hackertyper.net/ makes you look like a hacker out of a movie. All you have to do is press random buttons on your keyboard. More keyboard shortcuts. When editing text anywhere, you can hold Ctrl to move by entire words with the text cursor while pressing the left/right arrow keys instead of just one character. You can also hold Shift to select entire words at a time. Ctrl+Backspace/delete deletes entire words at a time. Ctrl+Z to undo too much deletion. Smiley face. F2 to edit a cell in a spreadsheet. To do all of the above in Excel/OpenOffice/LibreOffice. Google Sheets has a few limitations though. You can get a virtual machine running on your computer and install different types of operating systems inside it without actually causing harm to your own computer when you mess something up inside the virtual OS. F5 inserts a date/timestamp into Windows Notepad. I've used a Unix command line to do most my work for last 20 years. Some people think I'm hacking when I'm doing random shit. The skill that impresses me most is when someone has the ability to leave their laptops and phones the fuck alone, preferably in a different room or building, during a meeting. I guess this thread will be more helpful than the official Windows documentation of shortcuts LOL. If you throw a brick at your monitor, it will turn off. 24HR fireplace stream from YouTube. Don't judge. My college's computer lab was in a basement with absolutely no windows, and many of us spend 6 hours a day in the lab. Alt+F4 will convert your computer in a gaming one. The find command, Control and F, you'd think everyone would know that by now, but I am here to tell you, no they don't. Zipping through a 200+ page PDF to instantly find a keyword totally blows a noob out of the water. Windows and direction key to snap a window to the left or right half of a display, up to make it full screen again. Showed that to a coworker and it blew their mind. You can put a live version of Linux on a flash drive and boot it up on someone's computer, letting you use a completely different operating system on their computer without traces or consequences. Using any commands around parents. They hate it so much that my parents would say to not use them, because it slowed down the computer. By commands I mean Ctrl+Shift+T or Alt+Tab, which switches windows. Windows Alt+Tab, change Windows Start menu, search CMD, press Enter, and type tree. It looks cool but really is pretty useless. Shift+Alt, change keyboard language. Mapping a server in PowerShell. Doing shorthand in word/processing app using shortcuts for frequently typed phrases. I worked with data and it was easy to set up replacements within the dictionary to speed up work. Easy ones were, NFA, no further action, CB, Cambridge, CBS, Cambridgeshire, FSI, files to come in, ACB, awaiting callback, and etc. Made my war easier to do whilst being able to be read by people who didn't know my abbreviations. You've made it through the whole video. If you enjoyed it, consider subscribing for more videos every day. I upload 2 videos every single day.